Hey y'all, welcome. This is the Shahs of Sunset, Season 9, Episode 6, A Nightmare on Destiny Street. Halloween episode. Alright, so I'm just gonna start off just real quick. It's October 29th, they dropped the date, so it must be like a sequence of events. Shams and Elijah are going on a play date at the pumpkin patch, so the mama's just getting them ready. They flip to Rez and Adam real quick. And, I need something. Let me use my makeup brush real quick. You know those face massagers that people use and they go like this? On there like this. I think Beverly Hills Housewives. Sutton had one when she was, Why does Reza doing this? Two-handing with his roller. Like, dude, I don't think you're supposed to. I'm doing it soft, but it's like, I'm like, oh my God. And then he continues, because he talks about him losing weight, which is good. You gotta lose your weight. His peen, it sticks out now further than his stomach do, which is good for him. And I'm like, ooh, I guess good for Adam. Look, not good for the women. Thank goodness you might be on that side, because boy, you might need to be like, but that's neither here nor there. And then he puts on these leg exercise warmers, looking like Wendy Williams and getting compressed on the couch. Looks kind of painful. I don't know why he just won't do like some squats or something. But anyway, let's get to the pumpkin patch. Okay. So we get to the patch and whatnot, and Gigi and MJ talking about the day party. And Gigi says, the party was fine. Everything looked great. Everything turned out great. Except for, the Reza thing and Destiny and your mom. Like, I was just confused as to why y'all was just arguing. That's all. And MJ's like, well, she kind of just felt attacked maybe. Like, she was just upset that he just kind of would just randomly just go to Destiny and say, basically what her mother said. Because in her mind, like, oh my God, he was starting mess at that moment and using my mom to start the mess. And Reza was like, no, I wasn't trying to do that. And so Gigi was saying, so I'm confused about, your relationship with Reza, talking to MJ. And MJ's trying to say, like, look, like she said, I was just upset and I just flipped out, basically, you know what I'm saying? So I'm upset for that part of the party. I'm sorry. And on behalf of her mother. And Gigi just says, so how about next time that we do talk to Reza, instead of us, spilling out our side and our heart, how about we listen to the man? Because have you listened to the man? Because he's telling Gigi a lot of things that he's probably not telling MJ. And I think that's what she's trying to say. Like, she understands Reza. She's just like, I don't get your side that much, MJ. So let's just get together and hash it out again. Okay, so Destiny and Paulina meeting up at Destiny's house. They're kicking the bobos, having a pajama party. And but Paulina basically goes on to say that Mike S is not stopped. She was over with all the text message bullshit, and I'm thinking in my head, like, bitch, you the one who started it. You the one who sent these messages to all his friends, so you started it. So now live it out. So it's your fault. She's saying that basically Mike, he for some reason texting other women and things is like his thing. Like, that's where he gets his kicks from or whatever. And she's like, I'm so sorry, but she was trying to have his back when at the dinner the other day, when he was basically making his confession, saying how he was sorry for doing all these things and that she was okay with it now, that she forgave him and all that good stuff. Remember, they talked. And she's basically saying she doesn't want to leave him. Unfortunately, she knows she deserves better, but she's just gonna stick around because I guess she loves him and cares about him. And I mean, it's only been a year, or two, Paulina. It hasn't even been that long. And in all honesty, you got with him not too long after his divorce. Like, he was doing his little party and all that stuff, but yeah, he divorced and got with you kind of fast if you think about it. So I don't know. Paulina, if she want to stay, let her stay. Okay, side note, they flipped to Nima at his apartment with Mike. He surprises Mike with a pedicure and manicure at his house. Like, really? How weird is this? Nima is just weird. Like, each season he's getting weirder and weirder. And he goes on to say he's rating Mike's feet on the Wiki Feet rate scale. I never heard of this scale. I'm gonna have to look it up. And Mike's on the ugly feet side of the scale. I never noticed his feet. They don't really show y'all feet like that. I imagine they ugly because it's a man foot. Disgusting. Okay, so while they're having a little bromance, getting their feet rubbed together and all this stuff, I'm sure they wanted to suck each other's toes. I don't know. You know, Mike just says how he still thinks that Reza is a snake, and he still thinks that Reza is against him. He thinks Reza is trying to break up him and Paulina on purpose, and he believes that Reza told him that Gigi sent him the messages. So Nima says, so what y'all gonna do when you get to the Halloween party? And he's like, you know what? I don't know. We'll get there when we get there. Okay, so we got Reza and Gigi. Reza is showing Gigi a house that she ain't gonna never buy or rent out. You know, she said she was looking for something new now that she got the new baby and the nanny and blah, blah, blah. More space. So they're looking at the house, right? She's not gonna get it or anything. But they talk about Mike, of course. And she just basically, did you eat that? I'm sorry, my dog. Did you eat that? What is that? Anywho, they talk about Mike. And basically Gigi's like, look, just leave Mike and his business alone, because what he got to do and his girlfriend stuff, it does not affect our lives at all. It don't stop my show. It don't stop yours. So maybe you need to think about that, Reza. And, you know, we'll get to the next thing. All right, so October 31st, Destiny's house Halloween party is approaching. She's getting ready. She's getting her house decorated. And Paulina calls her. Paulina says, hey, girl, I'll see you later tonight and everything. But I just wanted to let you know that after our little pajama jam, I have some reservations about Mike. My trust level with him is slowly going down. And I'm telling you, but I'm not going to tell everybody else. Which, why would you tell Destiny? Because is it safe to say that she's not going to tell nobody? Or is she? We'll see. And Destiny just, you know, says, look, girl, that's what you want to do. I already told you. I told you how I feel about Mike. Mike is a liar. Mike is on some bullshit. And you should leave him. But if you want to stay with him, hey, I'm cool with that too. So let's get to the party. So then we get Reza and MJ meeting up for a little spa day, little self-care day. I think he's getting some Botox and she's getting some, I don't know. Anyway, but she's enjoying watching him get stuck in the face with these needles, you know, blah, blah, blah. And they continue to talk about, you know, a little bit about the party, just a little bit. Because, you know, Gigi just bust out and said, yeah, you're never going to see Lil Shams or whatever. And so MJ is like, look, I feel bad that she said that, because in my heart, I don't feel that way. Like, and I think everybody knows, and it's been repeated plenty of times. It's the restraining order. that Adam has against Tommy. So Tommy's not with being friends with at this moment with Adam or Reza. So because of that, MJ has to stay on the fence, and she has to keep her baby on her side of the fence. And Reza, he just gonna have to sit and wait until Tommy comes around, which is basically, and after Adam comes around, because remember, Adam is still on the fence as well. He's the one with the restraining order, and he won't lift it. So it's really, and actually that's what I would say, it's the husbands against each other. It's not MJ and Reza, really. It's Tommy versus Adam. And now y'all collateral damage in it. Well, okay, it started off with Reza and MJ. Now it's the husbands fight. So, anywho, let's get to the Halloween party. All right, everybody's getting ready for the party, and Nima, I don't know why he got an obsession with girls' dresses, but he is about to be MJ for Halloween, and I honestly can't wait to see this. Like, he went to get clothes and everything from Tommy, so this should be pretty interesting to see once it's all together. And Mike's getting ready at his house with Paulina. I think MJ was getting ready at home with London, and Gigi was at Destiny's house getting ready. So let's get to the party. Now, side note, when London showed up at MJ, she was wearing like some blue leggings and white shirt or whatever, and I thought that was like her regular outfit, but no, this is her costume. It's like supposed to be some type of hippie love type thing. But all right, MJ. Okay, so everybody's arriving to the party. Reza as MJ did turn out okay. MJ was not mad at all. All the other costumes are pretty cute. Destiny's Beetlejuice, MJ and Paulina are some cops, policemen, policewoman. MJ was a hippie, peace and love, and Reza shows up as a hippie, peace and love. Isn't that great? They pretty great minds think alike at that moment. You will say that, you know what I'm saying? Even though your friendship was off, that proves that your friendship is still on. London is Freddy Krueger. Glenessa is a skeleton. And who else is there? Okay, Tommy did not show up, but Adam's there, and he is a Scotsman. He might already be Scottish, and he just wore his own kilt. But, you know, it was a joke because, you know, easy access wearing a skirt. Get it? All right, let's party. Okay, so just a side note before we actually get to dinner, because while everybody was arriving, Glenessa, since she was the first one actually there, she sees the arrival of Nima and Mike and Paulina, and off rip, you know, it wasn't a hi, hello, hey, how y'all doing, or whatever. It was just, hey, what's up? Who are you? Okay. And then she walked away. So the vibe is a little bit off, we'll say. I think everybody is a little shifty, let's just say. I know the energy is a little off, and I'm not sure if everyone can feel it. I think a couple of people might can feel a little tension. I think Mike might have felt it. I think he's the one who actually feels it versus everybody else. So we'll get to dinner, and I believe that's when all of this bad juju energy is going to spill out, and we are going to get this blow up between, I think it's Destiny and Mike. So let's get to the dinner at the party. Okay, another side note before we get into the dinner. I thought London was Freddy Krueger because she clearly has on, you know, the jacket and a hat, but it said vampire. So I was a bit confused on that, girl. You are not no vampire. You are Freddy Krueger. Okay, so we're getting to dinner or whatever. I think they get like the first dish, which was like some pumpkin soup or something. Okay, so Destiny's like, I got a game. So Glenessa starts. It's a question game. I'm gonna read these questions out and y'all answer. Like, so who's in the group to most likely have a baby and get pregnant? Paulina, who's most likely to marry for money? you know, Adam, or not Adam, I think they said Adam on Mike's behalf, because he's getting a little frustrated. Like, what kind of questions is these in his mind? Mind you, Paulina excused herself before the game started to go to the bathroom. Destiny follows, and she's like, what's wrong? And for some reason, Paulina's like, the energy is off, I'm not okay. So Destiny's like, well, just come on, we're just gonna get through this. Because Paulina's like, I just don't want to sit here and act like everything's okay when it's really not. But girl, that's your choice. You can leave Mike. You do know that, Pauline, right? Right. So the questions continue. Who in here is most likely to marry for money? Who in here is most likely to have a Ponzi scheme or something? Who here is most likely to be in debt? So actually, when they get to the swindle Ponzi scheme thing, Reza says, Mike. And ha 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 ha, everybody's laughing, ha ha, because it's fun, right? He's the only one sitting there like, this ain't funny. This shit is lame. You guys are lame. This is like attacking. You guys are, who made these questions? Reza, are these your cards? This is your handwriting. This is your handwriting, Reza? And Reza's like, dude, I didn't make these cards. What are you talking about? Destiny's like, I made the game, Mike. These are my cards. What is wrong with you? Are you crazy? None of these are about you. Nothing is about you. Here goes Mike. It's about me. He's basically feeling attacked. Like, he's feeling, he's paranoid at this point. Okay, so this is how we end the show. They're playing the game. Mike is getting frustrated because he's feeling like these questions is all about him and that Reza somehow made these things up to attack him. So this is Destiny's game, and she's like, dude, it's only a game. Gigi's like, calm down, Mike. What's going on? And he's like, no, you guys are being in my relationship trying to say that I'm controlling Paulina and everything. Am I controlling you, Paulina? And she's just sitting there, mum to the word. And Destiny, and he's just spilling these things out. Mike, when he's angry, he just talks and says stuff, right? So he says, you're a liar, Destiny. And she's like, okay, so what am I lying about? Oh, whatever, I'm not going to get into this now. So she says, look, you the one over here being on some bullshit. You're the biggest bullshitter here. So we're not about to do this, Mike. If you want to disrespect me, then get out. Get out. Yeah, I'll get out your house. What? This 2-bedroom piece of house or whatever that you got? And everybody's like, wait, what? Yeah, I can buy you. You can't son me. I ain't your son. You can't afford me. And it's like, Mike, you're being completely disrespectful at this moment in her house. So she says, you know what, Mike, fuck you. Get the fuck out of my house. Get the fuck out of my shit, motherfucker. What? I'm a who? What? You live in an apartment in San Diego, 1-bedroom apartment in San Diego somewhere, or whoever the fuck, somewhere. Come on now, Mike. Okay. So, right, he's angry. They follow him into the house, and she's there. Get out of my house. So he comes back out the house. Reza, you did this, Reza? What are you guys telling her, Reza? You guys did this. Reza's like, dude, I am not in this. I want to sit and eat my food, you know what I'm saying, and enjoy myself. You the one ruining the party. So Destiny comes back out like, dude, you are being mad disrespectful. Again, get out my house. So they're doing the push and shove game, get out of my house, get out of my house. I'm not leaving till I get my girl. I'm not leaving till I get my girl. Pauline, let's go. So as they're pushing him out the house, trying to shove, he pushed back at Paulina, or at Destiny. And so, of course, she's already set off, so it sets her off more like, just get out of my house. And he's like, okay, I'm going. So producers they're all pushing him out the house. And he leaves. And Destiny's like, you know what? He better be glad that I didn't say anything. Because really, didn't nobody say nothing. Nobody said nothing. Him and Paulina must have had a fight before they got here. Because like I said, she was feeling some type of way when she got there. Pulled Destiny to the side and explain that, she wasn't feeling it, but she here. So like I said, Mike was feeling the energy. He knew something was off. He thinking everybody talking about him behind his back, and he just blew up. So yes, he got kicked out of the house. And it's to be continued. And as the car is driving off with him and Paulina in the truck, you hear him because he's still mic'd up. He tells Paulina, "Don't say nothing till we get home." Like, really, Mike? Your mic was still on, buddy, and we heard you. So yeah, that statement that you said to her was a bit controlling. And you want her to sit there in the group and don't say nothing, which is a bit controlling. So, and you're trying to control the narrative about your relationship and spin it to where it's all, sunshine and roses, when really it's a thunderstorm. So, anywho, Shahs of Sunset, I'm surprised I kind of squeezed this much out of the episode because it really wasn't much besides the fight at the end. And it's a to be continued. So we got Destiny versus Mike versus Reza. I guess Mike versus Gigi. MJ versus Reza. Well, I wouldn't say MJ versus Reza. Tommy versus Adam. And that's how the rest of the season is gonna go. So this was Shahs of Sunset. Thanks for, sitting with me and talking to me, listening or whatever. You can drop some advice or whatever y'all want to do. And I'll talk to y'all later for the next thing. Happy Juneteenth as well. Hope y'all enjoy the shirt. Peace out.